seconds to go. A pass knocked down by Ballsley. He is called for a foul. Ballsley is called for a foul. Lundy got the ball after Ballsley knocked the pass down. Ballsley fouls out with a total of 7 points in the game. So the Cobblers lead the Raiders 46-45 with 29 seconds to go. Anderson goes to the line for the Central Cobblers. From the line, he is 3 out of 5 in the game. The coach of the Raiders, Ethan Hanks, checking his bench now for the substitution. For Ballsley, it will be John Herman. 29 seconds to go. Central Cobblers lead the Stevens Raiders 46-45. Coming over to shake hands with Ballsley is Lee Lundy. What a battle this has been. The Cobblers started out about as cold as you can be. Missed their first 9 shots in the game. Raiders led 11-4 at the end of the first quarter, hitting 5 out of 6. Raiders led 23-13 at the half. They had hit 66% from the field. The Cobblers only 22% of the first half. But the third quarter, it turned all around. The Cobblers hit over 60%. The Raiders were down in the 20s. And it was 31-30 Stevens at the end of 3. And now it's 46-45 Central. 29 seconds to go. Anderson on the line for the Central Cobblers. 1-1. The free throw is good by Anderson. Another one to come. 47-45 Central. With 29 seconds to go in the game. Now Anderson for number 2, a big one. Here it is. It's good. 48-45. Central leads with 27 seconds. Raiders have to hurry. Here's Torvey coming down court, left of the circle. It's batted out by Weber, but picked up outside. Schumacher hits a long one. Schumacher makes it 48-47. The press. Lundy passes it right to Herman. Herman shoots it up. It's blocked down. A foul is called on Weber. Weber gets the foul. His 4th personal. Herman will be on the line. Lundy's pass went right to the Raiders. Herman tried to put it up there, but it was knocked back down, but a foul was committed. The 4th personal on Weber. So going to the line now for Rapid City Stevens is John Herman. 13 seconds to go. 48-47 Central. Herman on the line for Stevens. 2 shots. The free throw is good. And it's a 48-48 ball game. 13 seconds to go. Herman now for number 2. And this one is no good. The rebound by Weber for the Cobblers with 12 seconds to go. And the Cobblers have the ball. Anderson brings it up. 7 seconds to go. Anderson on the right side. 4 seconds. Anderson still with it. Anderson shoots a long one. Good! At the buzzer. That's the ball game. Anderson wins it for the Rapid City Central Cobblers on a long one from the right side about 20 feet out. And the Cobblers will be going to the State A here in Rapid City. Dave Anderson with a big 4th quarter hit a pair of key free throws to put his team up by 3 with 29 seconds to go and hits the winning basket with 1 second to go to give the Cobblers a 50-48 victory over the Raiders, who were the pre-tournament favorites. With a big 4th quarter, hit a pair of key free throws to put his team up by 3 with 29 seconds to go and hits the winning basket with 1 second to go to give the Cobblers a 50-48 victory over the Raiders, who were the pre-tournament favorites. And a mob on the floor. Tom Rudibus will be talking to the winning coach, Dave Strain of the Central Cobblers, but we'll wait until after all the trophy presentation ceremonies are concluded. A very dejected Ethan Hanks down there of the Stevens Raiders. These 2 clubs have had 3 battles this season, a couple of fine ball clubs, but the Cobblers put it together at tournament time, used a tremendous man-to-man defense and fine rebounding to beat Douglas last night by 1 point, and then they beat Stevens by 2 here tonight after recovering from a disastrous start in this game. The final score, Rapid City Central Cobblers 50 and the Rapid City Stevens Raiders 48. The presentation on the main floor of the Civic Center by Wes Dorm, Activities Director, Stevens High School, and Howard Nobbs, Activities Director, Central, is also out there now, calming some people down a little bit. We always have this after a Cobbler Raider game or after an exciting, close game like this. Just a tremendous exciting ball game. A crowd of 6,000 watched it here at the Civic Center. And now the floor is cleared, and we'll have the presentations. And as soon as Tom is ready down there, we'll switch it down to him. As soon as he is ready. As soon as he is ready, and I'll let you know as soon as he is. Rapid City Central defeats Rapid City Stevens 50-48. And Howard Nas shakes hands with Ethan Hanks of the Stevens Raiders now. The Cobblers have already taken the nets down on both baskets. So they'll be hosting Rapid City's first ever State A tournament, Central Cobblers. The Cobblers will play Watertown in the first game of the State A next Thursday afternoon, March the 16th, beginning at 1 p.m. here at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. Vern, they're trying to get it quieted down for the ceremony down here, so the final score is Central 50, Stevens 48. Let's see what we can pick up from down on the floor. If Tom is listening to us, Tom, you go ahead and take it down on the floor so we can hear this a little better. They're introducing all the Raiders individually here. We're waiting still for the presentation. They're trying to get the Raiders to come out. Steve Ballsley now coming out for the Raiders. They've got to be a very disappointed team. This broke their 11-game win string. They finished at 14-6. Greg Schumacher comes out. Steve McConaughey. Tom, if you've got me down there, go ahead and switch it on and take it down on the floor. I don't think Tom's got me. We'll wait for him to talk to Davey Strain, the winning coach, after all this is over. Frankenfeld comes out. Kelvin Torby comes out. What a season Kelvin has had. He had 16 points here tonight. Alan Hanks. John Ratz. John Herman. Steve Wolf. Jeff Coleman. He'll be in there next year. He's a sophomore. Brad Johnson. And Mike Stark. And the Raiders introduced on the floor. Their student managers will also be coming out. Mark Crosswade and Ron Weber to get their individual awards. The coaches, Ethan Hanks, Jim Heinitz, and Kurt Voigt. Ethan Hanks comes out to get the runner-up trophy in the Section 7 tournament, or the individual award, I should say. And the runner-up in the Section 7 Rick Baltimore. And now the champion Central Cobblers.
Bob, we have Tom on the floor.
Bob Ellison is the first man to come out. Lee Lundy. John Weber. Dave Butler. Here's Dave Anderson. Jeff Cooney says, we're number one. Here's Rich Burrows. Rick Beard, Chris Eiler. Scott Federal. Paul Wessel. Ryan Southard comes out. Their student managers, Mario DeSera, Jack Hunt, and Chris Nelson. Then coaches Kim Templeton and Dave Strange. And And right after the championship trophy presentation, Tom Rudibus will be talking to Coach Dave Strain down on the main floor. Here comes Dave with his assistants and the entire team coming out to get the championship trophy of Section 7. The crowd comes out to join them. They can't hold them back. The final Central 50, Stevens 48 on Dave Anderson's shot with 1 second to go. From about 20 feet out on the right wing, he canned a jumper. He appeared to even be a bit off balance on the shot. So there they are, the State A champion Rapid City Central Cobblers. Tom Rudibus will go over to round up Coach Dave Strain, and we'll hear that interview from the main floor in just a moment. Cut to real estate deeds with them soon. Mastercraft Realtors in Rapid City. We'll be going down to Tom on the floor in just a minute, as he will get Davey Strain over there in just a second. The Raiders shot 63% in the fourth quarter, 70% for the Cobblers. Some great shooting by both. We'll figure up the final tally in a minute. Okay, Tom, if you're ready, go ahead and take it on the main floor with the winning coach, Dave Strain.
Okay, we have Dave Strain down here on the floor of the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. Dave, somewhat unexpected, but I don't know if it was unexpected in your book.
Well, we figured we had as good a chance as anybody, and I didn't think the draw was in our disfavor with us, because a lot of times it gives you a little more momentum if you win a tough game, which we did against Douglas.
You beat a fine team tonight, no question about that.
Yeah, that's right. The ball bounces one way and one team wins, the ball bounces the other team wins, and we're real fortunate to come out of it. Stevens is an outstanding club.
I think that your defense had a lot to do with the problems the Raider offense had turning that ball over, that man-to-man.
Well, it's been pretty sticky lately.
I don't think I've ever seen it better than it's been the last 2 nights.
I don't think I have either. We played some great caliber defense, and like Jack Tennyson called me up last night, he's probably one of the best defensive players we've ever had. And, he said, just keep playing it, so we did.
How about your team? Early, they couldn't get things going offensively, but that second half you came out, I think you outscored the Raiders something like 18-7 in that third quarter. Did you change anything? It didn't appear so.
No, I didn't, Tom. See, they shot 10 out of 14 shots at the basket. That's really phenomenal. They got some on the inside, of course. And we hit like 7 out of 20, we didn't have 7. I don't know. We shot 22%. So I figured if we could get the same type of shots back, I would, have a chance to win it at least.
Your rebounding was another factor, I thought.
I really have to credit John Weber coming in like he did, losing Ellison. He was the big difference, I felt. You can't single out one player, but we had to have rebounds, and he got them.
John's been a pretty good defensive player for you most of the year, but he came up with a big basket right there toward the end.
Yeah, about as big as you can get.
I would think, too, Dave, we mentioned last night what a fine win that was for you over Douglas, but I think last night you stated that you've never been more proud of a Cobbler team than you were last night. I think you are more proud of the team tonight.
Well, you have to win the first one to get to the second one, so I probably still stick with my same assumption on that one.
Okay, Dave Strain, head basketball coach at Rapid City Central, as the Cobblers win Section 7, and they'll open up play here in the state tournament next Thursday.
Okay, thank you very much, Tom. Cobblers winning it. And he was right, boy. Weber hit about as big a basket as you can hit there with 50 seconds to go to put the Cobblers up 46-45. Then when the Cobblers got the ball back and the foul was committed on Dave Anderson, Dave got 2 free throws to put him ahead 48-45. And then the Raiders came back to tie it up at 48 apiece. And John Herman got the free throw that tied it with 13 seconds to go. When the Cobblers came down court, Dave Anderson with the ball with 1 second to go. Got the shot away from the right side about 20 feet out, giving the Cobblers the 50-48 last second win. Vern, I've had enough of these thrillers now. Let's have a bunch of one-sided games in the State A. What do you say?
Shooting percentages in that second half, Bob, the Raiders at halftime are shooting 66%, the Cobblers only 22%, but they really turned it around in the third quarter. Raiders hit only 22%, 2 out of 9. Cobblers hit 7 out of 11 for 63% in the third quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, they both shot well. Cobblers hit 70%, 7 out of 10. Raiders hit 7 out of 11 for 63%. Winding up 19 out of 35, 54%. The Cobblers hitting 20 out of 48 for 41%. Took about, from 48 to 35, about 13 more shots, and they wound up with 41%. Ellison falling out of the ball game, and Ballsley falling out for the Raiders. Final score tonight, 50-48 on the last second shot by Dave Anderson who wound up with 9 points in the ball game. Calvin Torvey is high for the Raiders with 16. Bob will recap all of that for you next. And Dave Anderson had 9. Lee Lundy had 10 for the Central Cobblers. Rich Burrows had 15. He's a high point man. Burrows had 15. Well, that's the way it looks here tonight. We want to thank our sponsors for being with us on Section 7. The Cobblers will meet Watertown next week